Hi, everybody. It's Thea Sullivan, and I thought I'd make a little video today in the midst of this really intense time that we find ourselves in with the coronavirus pandemic. As you are probably experiencing in your own life, everything's a little different, topsy-turvy. You can see I'm in a different location. I'm in my bedroom. Um, I'm sharing the internet uh, with my son who's doing online schooling in the other room. And I'm just grabbing a moment before my husband comes home and before my kind of mom role takes over to just check in with you, whoever's watching this, people in my Facebook group, and whoever else might be tuning in. So, as I posted in my Facebook group recently, I have been, well, like a lot of you, just juggling the changes, being home, um, figuring out how to be safe, checking in with loved ones, dealing with so many upheavals and changes that this has brought about internally and externally. And so I have not been as focused on my work, not been posting on Facebook as much to my group, and thinking a lot about what this means for me personally, what it means for us collectively, um, and processing, I guess. What do I have to say about it? I'll be posting more of what the guides have to say, but I've also just been thinking about, my own intuitive knowing, my own, um, yeah, my own experience as a human being on a spiritual path, or better said, a spiritual being having a human lifetime. Um, what is this all showing me, and what am I taking from it? And obviously, there's a lot more to come here for us. How we experience this, whether we experience illness, whether our loved ones do, whether we lose people we love, and then the economic impacts, the lifestyle changes, um, and then the energetic shifts for those who are tuned into that level of reality, the feeling of a new life beginning, the feeling that this is the beginning of maybe some much needed positive change collectively, spiritually, practically, and then just contrasting that with all the chaos on the ground, that we and suffering that we are either seeing or maybe seeing more of in the coming days. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I just what I want to say, this just keeps coming back to me over and over again. So, there are a lot of people out there sharing spiritual wisdom and life tools and emotional tools, and that's awesome. Like, a lot of people are stepping forward to really step into leadership and be a light for others, a source of comfort or a source of support or wisdom. And part of my discernment process has been what's my message, what's my role here, because I do feel I have one. I feel I have um, you know been led um, to that. And so here's what I want to say: wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing is right for you right now. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to feel differently as time goes on. But I just want to really give everyone watching this permission to feel whatever you're feeling, to be experiencing this on whatever level or levels you're experiencing it, and to know that you can't do this wrong. It doesn't feel good to be afraid or anxious. So if you're afraid or anxious, um, that's okay. It's natural, and it's something that you can work with. um, in terms of invoking that part of you that knows that you're okay and that you're a timeless being and that you signed up for this on a soul level, as crappy as it feels at times. um, I want to say that however you're moving through this is worthy of your own respect, your own compassion, um, and that you're accompanied, that you're led, and that you're loved. There's a lot of people out there saying, oh, I can't concentrate on work. I should be doing this. Some people are being so productive. Some people, are getting in shape or organizing their closets, like whatever, whatever you're doing, it's okay. You can make a different choice. I mean, if you're doing it one way and it doesn't feel good, you can make a different choice than doing it another way. It really it's really okay to be human right now. That's what I want to say. It's really okay to be human because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And maybe some of you are, really tuned in to what's being born and to the higher vibration aspect of all this, because there is one. This is a massive shift, a massive transformation, and an opportunity to reset for the globe. I mean, we've never seen anything like this before, I don't think, in this short of a period of time, impacting so many people around the globe. I also want to say I see a lot of beauty in it on a human level, like for all the human distortions that we see, um, you know, maybe some cruelty, maybe some selfishness, or there's also so much beauty on a human level. People volunteering to help out in hospitals, people helping their neighbor, you know, out of the goodness of their heart, out of their desire to help, their desire to serve. So many people out there offering, distraction, entertainment, laughter, useful tips and tools, and trying to help people trying to lead, you know, the ones that we feel are leading from a place of integrity and truth. So on the human level, there's a lot to celebrate, actually. I also think there's a way that our own human vulnerability is getting shown to us, and that is actually a beautiful thing too. Like, you know, dropping the masks. Who has time right now to do anything perfectly? Or, I haven't put on makeup in weeks now, and hardly changing out of my yoga pants, and I'm sitting here on the floor of my bedroom talking to you, and that's so what? Like, what a relief. In a way, maybe we don't have to put on those masks right now. We can just show up as human beings to each other, vulnerable human beings. I have to shift, sorry, my legs are falling asleep. Okay. um and then I just want to say one more thing, and that is that we all do have a role to play in this big shift. And um, I guess I would say this is where intuition comes in and trust and faith come in. You may not know what role you have to play. You may not know what your path is here. Maybe you're someone who feels you have something to offer, spiritually or energetically or practically. Um, it's okay if you're not sure what that is yet. It's okay to be discerning. It's okay to be, just kind of dealing on a private level until you're more ready to step forward. Everybody has their own timing, and everybody has their own gifts, and someone else's don't have to be yours. Um, so you can trust, listen to yourself, tend to yourself. Um, And maybe there is a way you want to step up into leadership, into service through this. Um, Maybe it's enough just to get through your own messy experience, depending on what your challenges are. And really, the challenge of the spiritual path, in my view, is to allow all the humanness and to try to maintain this higher perspective as we go along, right? It's both and. And the last thing I'll say is that, you know, I've had my share of anxiety with this virus. I had some breathing issues, quite intense actually, that I don't think were the virus, but were like a asthmatic type of condition. But you know, not being able to breathe well can really be anxiety producing, and I'm coming out of that now. And I've been, you know, very isolated anyway. So it's been, um, you know, I feel I've made the right choices for safety, but I've had to really uh, see my own vulnerability, and here is what has gotten me through and continues to get me through on a human level. Besides, you know, just my deeper spiritual connection is gratitude. Is just returning to gratitude. So if I feel unsettled by all this, and how can you not? And how can you not, you know, worry about your loved ones or um, think about the suffering that's going on um, with compassion? But gratitude is like amazing tool to come back to the moment and say, what can I be grateful for right now? And we can all find something to be grateful for. And in my experience, gratitude really multiplies. So the more we feel grateful, the more things we realize we have to be grateful for. And yeah, for me, gratitude is just a way to just find some equanimity and comfort and warm feelings, regardless of what's going on. So that's my little impromptu message for you today. It's kind of all over the place, but I'll be coming back with messages from the guides very soon. Um, I'm sending you all just so much love and just real witnessing for what we're all walking through right now, and the profundity of it, really, the magnitude of it. This is actually, I believe, a moment we've all been waiting for as a collective, as humanity, you know, an opportunity to shift to a whole new way of being together, but it's not without its struggle and challenges. You know, it's going to be a bumpy ride for a lot of people, and a tough time. I think to gloss over that is really to not grasp the fullness of it, the whole the time we're in. So I think it's both and. It's always both and. And may you be able to embrace that both and in yourself too, and your loved ones with compassion. All right. Well, stay safe, everybody. And I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.